Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
INS Chennai moving towards hijacked vessel off Somalia coast, 15 Indians abroad. ED team attacked in West Bengal's North 24 Parganas. Jailed Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh allowed to sign papers for Rajya Sabha renomination. Supreme Court declines to entertain PIL on Shahi Eidgah Krishna Janmabhoomi dispute. Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world. Let's hear the news in the super fast mode. The Indian Navy is closely monitoring the situation surrounding a hijacked merchant ship, which was reported last evening near Somalia's coast. Military officials said the Liberian-flagged ship MV Lila Norfolk is believed to have 15 Indian crew members on board. According to the officials, Indian Navy aircraft have been deployed to keep a vigilant watch on the hijacked ship's movements. Communication has been successfully established with the vessel, providing a crucial link to assess the situation and safety of the crew on the boat. An enforcement directorate team was attacked and its vehicles damaged in West Bengal's North 24 Parganas district when it tried to raid the house of a block-level functionary of the ruling Trinamool Congress in connection with alleged ration scam, officials of the agency said. The officials added the agency was raiding the premises of two block-level leaders, Shahjahan Sheikh and Shankar Adhya, and the relatives since Friday morning in North 24 Parganas, under the security of Central Forces. A Delhi court has allowed jailed Aam Aadmi Party leader Sanjay Singh to sign documents for his Rajya Sabha renomination. Sanjay Singh's term ends on January 27. An application was moved in Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court for permission to take signatures of Singh on an undertaking which is stated to be required in connection with getting a no-dues certificate for the applicant Sanjay Singh from Rajya Sabha. Special Judge M.K. Nagpal passed the order on an application filed by the politician, who submitted that his present term as a member of the Rajya Sabha is expiring on January 27 and the returning officer has issued a notice on January 2 for the conduct of the election and nominations for the same are to be submitted by January 9. The Supreme Court refused to entertain a public interest litigation demanding an archaeological survey of Mathura's Shahi Eidgah Mosque and declaration of the site as Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi, noting that multiplicity of litigation was not proper when a bundle of civil suits on the issue was being adjudicated. Let's not have a multiplicity of litigation. You filed it as a PIL, which is why it was rejected. File it as otherwise, the court will see, said a bench of Justices Sanjeev Khanna and Dipankar Datta. The Aam Aadmi Party has nominated Swati Maliwal, chairperson of the Delhi Commission for Women, as its candidate for the upcoming Rajya Sabha elections. The decision to nominate Swati Maliwal, known for her advocacy for women's rights, will mark her debut in parliamentary affairs. Aam Aadmi Party's Political Affairs Committee has decided to field Sanjay Singh and N.D. Gupta for their respective second terms as members of the upper house, as their present term is expiring on January 27, 2024. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
The political situation was all right.
हर कीमत पर भारत की एकता अखंडता की रक्षा की जाएगी.
Who? What? When? Why? Your curiosity is our priority. Who trumped the political tussle? Who showed their power muscle? Scaling new peaks in science and tech.
Third stage separated.
Are they keeping the global warming in check? From foreign policies to international disputes, we keep an eye on India's rise to superpower. We bring you news as is. No opinions, no agenda, no masala. Keep calm and access top stories right in your palm. We bring you news that you can
के
use.
हालात को देखते हुए देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा।
Cruising through the alleys, towns and metros. Every moment of importance. From geopolitical moves to hyper-local news. We bring you what's happening in India. New outlook, new thoughts, news with the views. Pacific One News, the news web leader. Your exposure to the world.
So we are back after a break, now moving ahead. Commercial and public vehicles stayed off the road in Assam since Friday morning as the Transporters Union began their 48-hour strike against the new penal law on hit-and-run cases under the Bharatiya Nyay Sanhita. The strike, which began 5 a.m. on Friday and would continue till 5 a.m. on Sunday, was jointly called by All Assam Motor Transport Association and Assam Motor Worker Association. Daily life took a hit as many essential services, including buses, taxis and cabs, remained unavailable to the public. Meanwhile, long queues were seen at petrol pumps. Days after Asaduddin Owaisi asked Muslim youth to stay alert against attempts to snatch away mosques, Bageshwar Dham's Peethadishwar Dhirendra Shastri lashed out at the AIMIM chief over the remarks and said this shows his fear and this should remain. This just shows his fear. We don't want to build temples or masjids, but want to reconstruct temples. If he has this fear, then I pray this fear should remain inside him, Shastri said. Nationalist Congress Party chief Sharad Pawar asserted that the BJP-led NDA may have set the target of winning 400 plus seats for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections. But the political situation is not favourable for the ruling party. Addressing NCP workers at a party conclave in the temple town of Shirdi in western Maharashtra's Ahmednagar district, he said, BJP is in power. They have set up an aggressive campaign system. BJP is working like Hitler's propaganda system in Germany. BJP leaders may have set a target of winning more than 400 Lok Sabha seats out of the total 543, but the political situation is not favourable for the BJP. Sisters Janhvi Kapoor and Khushi Kapoor appeared as guests on the latest episode of Coffee with Karan, and they spoke candidly about their journey in the film business. Khushi also spoke about her family's reaction to her debut movie. Khushi Kapoor, younger daughter of Boni Kapoor and Sridevi, made her debut with Zoya Akhtar's The Archies. The film released last month on Netflix and earned mixed reviews. During the episode, Karan asked Khushi about how she auditioned for the film. I was freaking out, but I think it went well, Khushi said. Neil Bhatt, who was recently evicted along with Rinku Dhawan, had multiple confrontations with Ankita Lokhande and Vicky Jain during his stay in the house. Neil dropped a bombshell by indirectly accusing Ankita Lokhande and Vicky Jain's PR team of ruining his and his wife Aishwarya Sharma's image. When asked about their fights, Neil said, "We only had one harmless argument in 11 weeks. These kinds of disputes are natural in any relationship, and couples can relate to our fight. We just had a significant argument over coffee, but our fights were blown out of proportion by trolls and PR machinery." That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader. Your exposure to the world.